Hey, everybody who happens to be watching. I know that this is recorded, so it's being shared in our Facebook group and also on my YouTube channel. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Becky Gorga, and I'm a star consultant. And today we are going to be talking about Happy Mail and pirate ship. So we're just going to jump into it because I don't want to take up a lot of your time with jibber jabber, okay? So first I'm going to kind of just show you what goes into my Happy Mail depending on who I'm sending it to, why I'm sending it, if it's like a prize or like a sample package or whatever. I'm just going to give you like a general package, and then I'm going to show you how to use pirate ship because we talk about it a lot, especially within the Scented Bliss organization. And I know that it can be overwhelming and maybe a little bit confusing if you're not used to it, okay? So I do have examples here. The one thing I don't have that I apparently ran out of are bubble mailers. And so just keep in mind that that is one option. We do have them in the consultant store, but you can also get them anywhere. You can order them on Amazon. You can get them at Walmart. You just need just an envelope that's bubbled, and that will protect whatever's inside. So like if you're sending something that's maybe a little bit more delicate, like honestly, I would use it for a room spray because they can pop up and spray, and I don't know, just whatever you want to use them for. But I have two different size poly mailers. I have these small poly mailers, and then I have larger ones depending on what I'm sending and how much I'm putting in there. And of course, you can always fold them and make them smaller to fit the package so that it's not just extra space in there. So like you're folding it here and it's all down here, and then it just all shakes up and stuff. So choose your size of poly mailer. Again, you can get these on Amazon or in stores, and you can get them in different colors or patterns or whatever you want to do, whatever you can afford. Go for what you can afford, not what looks super pretty, because you can always make the outside look pretty with stickers, okay? So here's one of my small poly mailers, and that one wants to stick. Well, I'll just go ahead and use this one then, so because we're not gonna be able to reuse it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some of the things that I will normally put in depending on what I'm sending out, okay? So you always want to include, always, you'll either want to include a product list or the showcase brochures or a catalog. These are going to be the cheapest because they're way the least, okay? And that's the other thing is that Happy Mail goes off of weight. If it's not an envelope, well, all mail goes off of weight, but you want to definitely do the cheapest packaging possible, okay? So the product lists are the cheapest. This is actually one from last catalog season, but they're the cheapest, but you can also this fits into the small polys perfectly if you really want to send them a catalog. And then the showcase brochures, you'd have to fold over to make them fit. And even then, I don't think they'd fit in the small polys, but you could fit them into a bubble envelope or the big polys, okay? The other things that I always include, if we have them, I include a warmer scent of the month brochure, okay? But we don't have one for August. This is an old one from March, but always include one of these. And then of course I would include a sample for the scent of the month, okay? I include, oh, I already have everything out. A new release scent sticker sheet. So this has a sticker for all the new releases for this catalog season. And then the rub and smell kind. So everyone can just smell all the new smells. And this is a really cheap way to not weigh your packages down with all tons of wax samples. Even the felt samples can get heavy if you have too many of them. So you just get these sheets, and this flyer is actually printable from the marketing tab. You go to the marketing tab, you can find this worksheet. They do 2 per page, so then you can cut them, okay? Print them off at home. It has the bar shape behind the sticker, so you can't see that because I'm awesome with my sticker placement. Anyway, you can add the stickers. See, there's the shapes. You can see them. And then they have all the 10 new releases, okay? So I always include that. I I always include my top 10 rack card. Now I designed these on Canva. These are personally designed, and then I had Canva print them so it didn't like kill the color ink on my cartridge on my printer, but it's two-sided, okay? I just include all my information, and then I have my top 10 on the other side. You can have Canva print some, or you can design some on Canva that just have a plain white background, and then copy them over to Avery or to Microsoft, and like even do 3 to a page and print them out yourself. Or there are other resources out there that already have the top 10 pages designed for you. So I always include that. I include, of course, the join brochure, the host join brochure, because you always want people to know that we want them to host a party or join Scentsy, okay? So you always want to include that. This one is a little bit older, but I'm going to use what I have before I buy new stuff, okay? That's the other thing. Use what you have before you buy new stuff, right? Stretch your dollar out. Oh gosh. Okay, so I include that. And then I always include a Scentsy Club insert. So this works like a postcard, so I can mail this by itself, but I can also insert it in my packages, okay? But we always, even if I send Happy Mail to the same person like every month, they're still gonna get a Scentsy Club flyer, because out of sight, out of mind. So you got to keep it fresh in their head. You never know when they're actually like, you know what, that's not a bad idea. Okay, that's all my paper inserts except for a business card. You can include 1 business card. You can include 5 business cards so they can pass them out to their friends. You can do a business card magnet, whatever makes you feel better about keeping this in their hands. Make it bright, make it colorful, make it stand out from all the other business cards that they might be getting handed, okay? You want it to be unique to you. You want, if you've noticed, my stuff is all sunflowers, okay? Because that's my branding. We'll talk about branding another day, but I'm all about the sunflowers, baby, okay? Branding. Okay, so those are the basics that I include. The other things that I like to, depending again on what I'm sending out, of course, it's usually a sample package, right? We have tons of different samples and different ways you can send them. You get samples that you can get from the consultant store that are prepackaged, ready to go. They have all the information on them. You don't have to worry about anything, okay? You can get those. You can make your own, like this is a Scentsy soak sample. And I got these in these little bags, Mylar bags, okay? So the scent doesn't leak out. And you can get these big too. You can get, you've probably seen Jackie Duran has these big that she uses her mailers. And I usually do those too, but I'm trying to, again, use what I have before I buy new stuff. I'm trying to be frugal here, but if you get these, then it looks pretty when you send them and you can see all the stuff that's inside and it makes them happy and they can see confetti and prizes and goofy things and all the samples. And I have my label maker and I print out labels, but of course you can also make labels using Avery stickers, or you can just get a sheet of stickers and write it out. Okay, Carrie Searle did that one time because her printer didn't want to work anymore. So she hand wrote the names of all the samples onto the labels. But you want to label all your samples, okay? Okay, so we want to do scent samples, but I want to show you something here when it comes to the wax, okay? If you're going to do wax samples, I want you to make sure that you always have them packaged away from ink, okay? So if you keep them in a little bag like this, cool, label it on the outside, because if you put your samples that you already have made up, ready to go in their packaging in the bag with the wax, it's gonna eat away at the ink, okay? I've learned this the hard way, but then you can't read it anymore, see? And so then you send it and they're like, can you tell me what that says? Okay, I've got lots of sample packages that I can reuse these, but I'd probably just put a fresh label on them so it looks nice. Okay, so, and I highly recommend these little Mylar bags as opposed to just plain plastic bags, because eventually the wax will go through this layer of plastic and eat it from the other side too, the ink. But also the smell stays inside these, not these. That being said, these little jewelry bags are a lot cheaper, and if this is what you can afford, then do these little Ziploc baggies. You don't want to break the bank making samples, okay? So include samples, whether it's little shaped samples or little felt samples, whatever you want to do it, okay? And then a scent circle. These are cheap. And then you can also get them even cheaper using host rewards or going to the clearance section, and especially when there's flash sales, okay? These are the best little things to give to customers. It's a nice surprise. They are excited because they're getting free stuff, and it just goes a long way, even though it doesn't cost very much, okay? But again, do what you can afford. Don't go broke trying to match the Happy Mail that everyone else does. Got to keep in mind that some people have been doing this for a lot longer. They've built up to this. They have a bigger customer base. They are making more money. Other people are higher ranks, so they're pulling in a bigger source of income. Do what you can afford and work your way up. Don't think that you have to start where the directors and star directors are at, okay? You don't have to be on their level. The other thing that I like to include is either some of this little crinkle paper. You can get this at a dollar store in like almost any color. It comes also in the whiff boxes, so that's like bonus. So if you get the whiff boxes, save your crinkle paper so you can reuse it. Or fun confetti. Confetti is always fun. I don't do like the little tiny sparkly confetti like the confetti queen, Jackie Duran. I do these big pieces of confetti. Okay, so then people aren't mad at me when they get it in the mail. It's a lot easier to clean up. But Jackie is the confetti queen, and everyone knows that she's going to put confetti in her Happy Mail, so just be prepared for it. The other thing that you can include, and this goes for if you're doing like a package like this, or if you're just sending something in a mailing envelope to try to keep your costs down, like you just want to use a stamp or something, get those scent stickers from the consultant store, cut them up, and just give them a whole bunch of stickers in their envelope. They don't have to be current either. Just give them stickers. And then they can go, ooh, I'm going to put that on my mail, or I'm going to give that to my kid, or I'm going to put that in a birthday present. Stickers are fun. Everybody loves stickers. I don't care who you are or how old you are. Walmart hands out stickers at the door, okay? Everybody loves stickers. I've been working on cutting up stickers for all week now. Okay, so that's what I put into my packages. Again, depending on what I'm sending it for. If it's like an opportunity packet, I might include some more information about like joining or income disclosure or that kind of stuff. If it's about hosting a party, of course, I'm going to make sure that I'm including the structure as far as host rewards. Okay, so it varies, but there are the things that you always want to include. Okay, so like you want to include your Scentsy Club, you want to include your business card, the host join brochure, the scent of the month brochure when we have it. Okay, so there's that part of it. Next, we're going to go ahead and dive into Pirate Ship, and I'm moving stuff out of the way because I'm going to show you my Dymo printer and my scale. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and screen share so you guys can see my Pirate Ship. Okay, here is my Pirate Ship homepage. Okay, it shows you packages that I have ready to go. It shows you packages that have been sent. It shows you which service I've used to send it, and it gives you a tracking number. Okay. So if I wanted to create a new package, a new mailer, you're going to come over here to ship. You're going to select single, and then you'll input all their information. Then you come down here, you can either enter a package manually, depending on Like if you have different size packages, or if you use a consistently sized package, you can save it. It's like I have my little polys, the Mylar bags, the bubble mailers. I wish I could rename this, but that's just the big polys, and I just named it. But then you can also, once you select one, you can modify the package. So then you can modify the weight of it. And if you've made it smaller, you can modify that too. Okay. So I'm just going to make something up, and don't want to insert anybody's real address. So let's see what I can do. Maybe I can do somebody's old address. That's what I can do. We'll use Lakin's old address because she doesn't live there anymore. And I'm going to get rates. And I'm not going to go all the way through it because I don't want to actually get charged for this. Okay. So here we go. It will show me the cheapest price, or I can choose USPS or UPS, but I have chosen cheapest. This will tell me how much it costs to get it there. Okay. Now I come down here and I have my card in here as a default. So as soon as like I'll load $20 at a time, and then I don't have a charge every single time that I'm sending a package. So like if I were sending 10 packages, I don't want to hit $3, $3, $3, $3. If I just pay $20 at a time, then it just charges me $20. I use that up, and then when it runs out, it'll charge me again, but it'll warn me first that it's going to charge me, and it sends you an email. Okay. So then I would buy my label, but I'm not gonna, and then I would print it out. Okay. So we're gonna back up a little bit here. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Okay, so you're gonna need to know the weight of your package. This is the scale that I use. Okay, I have it unplugged, but I think it's got a backup juice. This is the scale I could use. I can do up to 50 pounds. You have your power button. You can zero it out. And if there's weight on it when you first turn it on, you want to clean that off, zero it out. There's a hold button, so it'll hold on to that weight measurement for you while you move something off of it. Okay, so you'll want to weigh whatever it is that you're sending. Okay, and then I have a Dymo printer, which is like a label writer. Okay, I have a small one, just the 450. Tracy DeMario, she has a dual printer, so she doesn't have to change her rolls out every time. Some people have a fatter one. I just have this one because I don't do a lot, and I can change out my rolls. You can order, oh, come on, don't do this. You can order labels on Amazon. These are shipping labels that I have. Okay. I also have address labels. I have return address labels for depending on what samples I'm sending out. Okay. I have 1-inch square labels, so I can do my QR codes and put those on things. But if you're not able to invest in a Dymo printer right now, that's okay, because you can totally use Pirate Ship and send packages without a fancy schmancy label printer that doesn't want to, you have to reset it. Okay. So before I got my Dymo, I just printed my label on a sheet of paper and then cut it down to size and tape it to the package. Okay. Jackie Duran still does it that way right now. You just print it on a piece of paper, tape it to the package. Simple, easy, effective. Okay. So that's the Dymo printer, the scale, the Pirate Ship, the packages. This is a little bit more quicker video. I'm not using proper grammar today, but this is, I just wanted to kind of go over the basics of Pirate Ship with you and Happy Mail, just to kind of give you a feel for it, especially if you're newer and you're still figuring it all out. That's kind of how this all works. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments or message me, and I'll do my best to answer them. If I don't have the answers for you, I will find the answers for you, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording now. Thanks for watching.